Hello cuties, welcome to my channel. I'm Vampire Lord and the title of today's story is The Vampire of Crimson Peak. Enjoy the story.
High upon the cold, shadowed mountains, where the wind whispered secrets to the snow-draped pines, there stood a palace carved of black stone. It pierced the clouds like a dagger, watching silently over the valley below. In that palace lived a vampire, ancient, eternal, and utterly without emotion. His name had been forgotten, even by himself, but the villagers below called him the Crimson Lord. He had existed for centuries, untouched by time. Neither blade nor fire nor sunlight could harm him. He walked the corridors of his palace with silent steps, accompanied only by his few companions, other immortals like him, a witch who had cursed her own soul, a ghost of a fallen king, and a beast made of bones and smoke. None of them spoke of love or hate. They lived in stillness, void of warmth, suspended in endless night. The people in the village feared the palace. No one dared climb the mountain trail that led to its gates. Stories told of eyes watching from the peaks, of bloodless animals found in the woods, of shadows that moved against the moonlight. Then came the girl. She was young, curious, and unlike the others in the village. Her name was Lyra, and she believed not all monsters were born evil. One day, wrapped in a red cloak and armed with nothing but a lantern, she climbed the cold, treacherous path. The villagers begged her to turn back. She did not. When she reached the palace, the vampire stood at the gates. His eyes were black voids, and his voice was as cold as the stones around them. "Why have you come here?" he asked. "I wanted to see if the stories were true," Lyra replied. "I wanted to meet the one they all fear." He said nothing. Her heart beat fast, but she did not run. She stayed. Days passed, then weeks. She wandered the palace halls, speaking to the ghost who wept without reason, to the witch who forgot her own name, and even to the beast who watched her from dark corners. The vampire remained distant, observing, never smiling, never frowning. Lyra sang in the quiet halls. She told stories. She painted little birds on the walls. The others began to respond, flickers of memory, of what it meant to be alive. But the vampire remained unchanged. One night, she stood beside him on the high balcony, gazing down at the flickering lights of the village. "I know you feel nothing," she said. "But I still wanted to know you." He turned to her, his face unreadable. "You should have feared me," he said. "I didn't," she whispered. "Maybe I should have." In the silence that followed, a cold wind blew through her. Her breath faltered. She collapsed at his feet, pale and still. Her heart had stopped. Not from fangs, not from a spell, but from the slow, creeping chill of his presence, a place where warmth could not exist. A soul too bright, smothered by centuries of shadow. The vampire looked down at her, unmoved. He touched her hand. It was cold. Still, no feeling stirred in him. The others mourned. The ghost wailed. The witch cursed the sky. The beast howled for her to return. But the Crimson Lord stood silent, empty, untouched. And so the girl who had dared to climb the mountain died not by blood, but by sorrow. Her name lived on in whispered stories. The vampire remained, eternal, unfeeling, alone.
You know just what you do.